It is 5:01 on April 1st. I'm going to go ahead and call the regular meeting to order. We'll start with roll call, please.
Michael McCurchie. Here. Kimberly Gravel.
Here.
Sean Borowitz.
Here.
Aaron Paymont.
Here.
Tyler LaPlante.
Here.
Bridget Sorensen advised she would be absent. Isaac McKechnie. Lana Cosley Smith.
Here.
Rob McGrory. Here. Kimberly Lee.
Here.
Kimberly Hampton.
Here.
Larry Barbeau advised also that he would be absent. Austin Lowe's.
Here. Okay, so we have a quorum on today's.
Motion to excuse
Support.
Larry, Isaac, and Bridget?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so a motion has been made to excuse Larry, Bridget, and who else?
Isaac.
Isaac. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, so there's a motion and a second. All those in support signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion carries and those absences are excused. Okay, so on today's agenda, we have the following items. We have invocation, membership participation, the approval of minutes from 3/18/25, and we have the following resolutions. We have established FY25 budget, Lodge of Hope. We have established FY25 budget, transitional housing. We have established FY25 budget, CCER, Tech Services 2. We have established FY25 budget, Inland Fish and Wildlife. We have established FY25 budget, Tribal Climate Change, Cooperative Landscape Conservation, and GLRI Adaptive Management. We have applied for Great Lakes Fishery Trust Fund. We have award contract, Hessel Community Center, McGahee. We have award contract, Natural Resources Facility, Nomad. We have award IDIQ, Preventive Maintenance, Total Fire. We have award IDIQ, Preventative Maintenance, ACC. We have accept Reconnect 4 grant and authorized documents. We have waiver of immunity, Reconnect 4 grant security agreement. We have waiver of immunity, Reconnect 4 pledged account. We have amending 2024-2019 health compensation study. We have required information for resolutions, and under new business, we have small mesh permit request. We have committee appointments / resignations, and we have honorary membership. Is there a motion to accept the agenda?
Motion.
Motion by Tyler. Support by Kim Hampton. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in support signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion carries. At this point, I want to turn things over to Lana Cosley, who wants to offer a couple moments of silences.
Yeah, I'd like to offer a moment of silence for Priscilla Pine, a community member that passed away. She was an integral part of this community and our tribal community. And also for Udine Pak and Sorensen, that's Bridget's grandmother, had passed away the last couple of days. So thank you.
Awesome. Can I add? So I'd like to add a special intention as well for Priscilla and ask for prayers for the Pine family, the Bully family, and the Natoli family, and urge people that can do it, that our way is to put out a spirit plate for them tonight, because I think that would be appropriate. And just to let you know, that's where Isaac is tonight.
Moment of silence, please. Thank you. Okay, the item that we're currently on is invocation with traditional medicine. Gerard?
You're live.
I'm live? Dangerous. Take some first. Misa go we chinen go we bajay nungo. Ma'am go ya good in my It's good to be here. It seems like a long time since I've been here. One of the things is there is a phobia around Indian country on both sides of the border, known as political phobia, border phobia. The 51st state. A reminder to us as helpers that North America was one state or one country at one time. And that's the message that has to be sent to political leadership in that non-native circle. And if you ever look at the borders, where the borders are, they're all on Anishinaabe territory. Bawading is one place, Winnipeg, Pass Lake, Montana and Alberta, BC, Ganasatake, Mi'kmaq of Nova Scotia. So from the east coast to the west coast, there's a land base there that we've never surrendered. And just as a friendly reminder to hold the correctiveness of political phobias. And the same as us as when we stand forward to yesterday was Anishinaabe Win Giishgat in Canada for Aboriginal languages. I helped out at the language conference over here this past weekend, and it was so good to see so many tribal members there that you never thought would be there. Young ones. So applause to the community and the membership. And here Kathy Aberson was memorial to be a part of that, to see that. It was really an amazing medicine for such a beautiful human being. And to the Pine family, Jingwak Yaga Giminidok is those ones from that bloodline, genes. And I was talking to an elder last night, and this guy's pretty busy. And he said to me, today I was bored. He said, I didn't do too much. I went to Sugar Island and worked a little bit of my bush. He said, I come back to the Nonagijic, and this fellow, he's like 70, 67, I think he is. He said he sat by the fire for 3 or 4 days, or 3 or 4 hours out of his busy day. So it's like, when somebody passes over, there's an old medicine that happens in the community, and what happens in a lot of communities, we have a good remember when. We had a good remember when somebody passes over time, and that's visiting. And when you have visiting, then you're able to have a support in the efforts that we're doing. And I've said that for a long period of time. And I said it the other day at sunrise about this place. I was right over here, right where the boss is standing over there. He's standing in my spot, actually. But we were sitting there at sunrise. There was about 70 people in here. And the next day there was 80, and I think on Saturday there was like pretty close to 90, but it kept on getting bigger and bigger. And I said this about this room. I said, you wouldn't believe what happens here. Weekly, daily, about the things that take place. And I was highlighting some of the things that have taken place in this room. But also I've been highlighting a lot of things that have taken place in the community since I've been here. And it's like, if and when I die, and if and when I'm still here, I wonder if they'll bury me here. That's what I said to them in this circle with all my family. My kids were there, and my kid's mom was there. They were listening to me talk, because I said, this place has been my home for a long period of time of my life. And a lot of people don't hear that enough about Mr. Gona and Dayaik, Mamagan on the Wigig. Is like everybody from here, this is their home. But sometimes we forget it's our home because we take it to town or we bring town back. And that's criticism. And that's gossip. And the only way that we're going to get back to the fire is go to the fire and go gently back to the fire. And Zieg 1, springtime is that renewal. We have fasting camp the first week of May. I think it's at Mary Murray Camp. And I think it's Mother's Day weekend. So Wednesday to Mother's Day, we have fasting camp. And drop by and pay a visit and eat some fry bread. I don't know if they have fry bread. I know they're not going to have eggs because eggs are like $160 for 10 dozen. But I just want to share that about how beautiful spirit is if we look at spirit beauty. And that's why we all have spirit names. That's why we all have clans, that we all have songs, we all have this. But we also have spirit responsibility. As a helper, I have spirit responsibility. And I've said it before, as of those quadrants, body, mind, and spirit, society is only working at 66 2/3%. Because they're only working with the physical in a body. And a lot of it is spirit. The 33 1/3 is missing in a lot of things that we do. So I just wanted to share that as a reminder to us, is that we're beautiful, and some of us are handsome and some of us are ugly. Would that always be that way? Bonjour. Bajo ne atige age minok mamaga ninchka beus mamaga siganski Jesus mamaga panego yet to go yag nishna memnindao. Miga we wandam go ya mabikini noki ek mamiki mampiga and waring. Mamaga winning on das go ya bagagi ek mamaga nishna beyak. Kinaga winning on das go ya mamaga nichka yak mamaga winning on das go yan. Is forever looking at my friends. And is that it's going above the friendship. Because I haven't borrowed $5 from anybody yet. Just kidding. But those are the things to be always mindful about, is being really appreciative. And not being afraid to pick somebody up when they're down. Because a lot of us, we need to be picked up the odd time. Abishane minito, abishane minitone. Mampigene hendayane, we mingene yane minitone. Mampinege hendayane, amigega minitone. Misha, 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 Amishane, Anishnel Begeyon, Amishane, Gagnishnel Begeyon. Mompigene, Ayane, Mompigene, Ayane, Mishkunege. Ninegabwege ya ya onege ya ne mishko ga wige yo yo. Neonege gaganishna be, onde yo gaganishna be, mishkunda ne ga wige yo yo. Neganege yo, ne mishkunda ge. Pane abigag inishnabeyan is that forever we've stood strong as one. And Niabish Niayik is, where is it? Mompi and Diet. It's right here at our home. And it's so beautiful to be a part of it. And it's always an honor to be a part of that, to see that growth here for us. So, miigwech, and nobody's got $5, have they? Just kidding.
Miigwech, Jordan. Appreciate it. So the item that we're currently on is membership participation. So members have the opportunity to speak to the board. Controversial topics, we typically move to closed. So Jessica Dunback, she's going to be filling in for Michelle Moore. And if anyone wants to address the board, flag her down, and she has some forms that you guys can fill out. Okay, so Betty Frauheit, and we'll go closed. We're going to go ahead and get started. So we are obviously just enclosed for membership participation. I don't see any new members here, so I'm assuming that we're finished with that item. Okay, so we will move on to minutes. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve minutes from 3:18 to 25.
She had a second.
Well, Betty, you were at 5 minutes. You don't get this. It doesn't matter, Betty. You can't turn in 5 of those forms and have 25 minutes, right? You know that. So I got to get on with the meeting, Betty. Okay, so I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the minutes from 3:18 to 25. Okay, a motion and support by Tyler. Is there any discussion? All right, hearing no discussion, all those in support signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion carries. So that brings us to resolutions, and the first one is establish FY25 budget, Lodge of Hope.
Be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians hereby approves the establishment of an FY 2025 budget for transitional housing with the State of Michigan revenue monies of $500,000, no effect on tribal support.
Motion.
Okay, we have a motion from Tyler and support from Isaac. Megan?
Good evening, Megan Miller with ACFS Drug Services Program Director. What this resolution will do is establish the budget for the $750,000 that was given to the Lodge of Hope by the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity.
So we're on Lodge of Hope? Is that the correct one?
There's two of them, one 500, one 750,
Okay.
right?
The first one should be 500.
The first one's 500.
Oh,
So
this
the
morning.
first one, I believe, is 500. We're covering Lodge of Hope, and then the second one would be transitional housing. You're telling me up here you might have them mixed up.
I got them mixed up. I have them. I just had them in the wrong order.
Okay. All right. Okay, so any discussion here, guys? Isaac?
Here.
Hey, Megan, this isn't pertaining to the budget, but can you give me a list of kids? Because I'd like to do the Easter baskets again this year. So
I can do
please.
that.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions or comments regarding this resolution? Okay, roll call, please.
Aaron,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Isaac,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Lana.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, motion carries. The next resolution is establish FY25 budget, transitional housing.
Be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians hereby approves the establishment of an FY 2025 budget for transitional housing with State of Michigan revenue monies of $750,000 and other revenue monies of $220,362.73, no effect on tribal support.
Motion by Isaac. Support by Tyler. Megan?
So this is the Leo Enhancement Grant, and our intention is to put the $750,000 into the wage and fringe for the staff. And there's a small amount that is available for support services to the shelter guests. That would be barriers to being rehoused. It might be past due utilities at a previous address. It might be a security deposit once they are obtaining housing.
Yeah, and for the membership and the board's information, the board's already aware of this. This budget and the last one, the funding is coming from the state of Michigan. We were able to successfully get an appropriation from the state of Michigan to cover this service for the next year. So board questions, comments, start with Lana, then Isaac.
Yeah, I just wanted to just mention today to share with the membership, when we had our workshop this afternoon talking about this, that the additional position there, you guys are going to try to utilize that to not only assist the tribal members that are there for homelessness, that you are going to try to figure out a plan moving forward to encompass other tribal members with the same specialist for resources, and that you are going to actually place those up on the website so all the tribal members can
Yes.
see that. So I appreciate that, Megan. And that, so members will have a place to view that, and then also probably have a specialist working with them as well, because we've all talked about the homelessness in our communities, so this is a good thing.
Okay, and then Isaac.
Hey, Megan. There's 21 rooms, and you said you're full at the capacity. How many on a waiting list?
Last Wednesday, there were 9 individuals, and there have been 3 for sure that have been put on there. I haven't looked at it since last week.
Okay, thank you, and I want to thank your staff for all the support they give to those people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, roll call, please.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Lana,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Sean. Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Isaac.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank-
The next resolution is establish FY25 budget, CCER Tech Services 2.
Be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians hereby approves the establishment of an FY 2025 budget for CCER Technical Services 2 and federal BIA revenue monies of $57,076.03, no effect on tribal support.
Okay, motion by Isaac. Support by Lana. Eric?
Excuse me. Eric Clark, Director of the Consortium for Cooperative Ecological Resilience. This is a budget to establish to replace some delayed federal funds in our existing seeker budgets using carryover dollars from rights protection implementation from last year. Pretty straightforward, simple.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Isaac,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Lana,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
The next resolution is establish FY25 budget, inland fish and wildlife.
Be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians hereby approves the establishment of an FY 2025 budget for inland fish and wildlife with federal BIA revenue monies of $574,435.31, no effect on tribal support.
Okay, we have a motion by Lana and support by Isaac. Robin?
Bonjour, Robin Clark, Jean and Wendy Young, our Natural Resource Division. This budget forms the core of our wildlife program, using BIA rights protection and implementation funding to support program staffing, our wildlife, forestry, fire, and inland fisheries, harvest assessment and management.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Isaac,
Yes.
Lana,
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Motion carries. All right, the next resolution is establish FY25 budget, tribal climate change, cooperative landscape conservation, and GLRI adaptive management.
Be it resolved that the Board of Directors of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians hereby approves the establishment of an FY 2025 budget for Tribal Climate Change Program with federal BIA monies of $36,418.60, no effect on tribal support. Be it further resolved that the Board of Directors of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians hereby approves the establishment of an FY 2025 budget for Tribal Cooperative Landscape Conservation with federal BIA revenue monies of $8,900, no effect on tribal support. Be it finally resolved that the Board of Directors of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians hereby approves the establishment of an FY 2025 budget for GLRI adaptive management with federal BIA revenue monies of $14,447.84, no effect on tribal support.
Okay, motion by Isaac
Full support.
and support by Kim Hampton. Robin?
So these 3 budgets will allow us to use carryover funding from previous tribal wildlife and climate change projects to purchase a ground-based LiDAR unit or a TLS unit That will be used during forest inventory work, other sorts of wildlife assessment, and that hemiarboreal forest resilience project. So it basically maps a large area, produces a 3D map of forest vegetation, so we can better understand, seedlings, saplings, and trees, those sorts of forest conditions.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions or comments from the board? Okay, roll call, please.
Michael.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton.
Yes.
Rob.
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel.
Yes.
Isaac.
Yes.
Kimberly Lee.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Lana.
Yes.
Aaron.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next resolution is apply for Great Lakes Fishery Trust Grant.
Now therefore it be resolved, the Sioux Tribe Board of Directors authorizes the division's application for the Great Lakes Fishery Trust Grant funding. Be it further resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes and approves the chairman of the tribe or their designee to execute any and all documents as may be necessary and appropriate to carry out the terms, conditions, and intent of this resolution.
Motion by Isaac and support by Lana. Robin?
So this proposal is a collaborative proposal led by the Nature Conservancy. It will support the fisheries program work with lake whitefish translocation and Sioux Tribe efforts to build up spawning habitat for lake whitefish in order to, better protect the populations in Lake Huron specifically, tributaries to Lake Huron, but hoping to expand that work to affect more Great Lakes.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the board? Okay, then roll call, please.
Aaron.
Yes.
Kimberly Lee.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton.
Yes.
Lana.
Yes.
Isaac.
Yes.
Rob.
Yes.
Thanks, Robin. Appreciate it.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Tyler has a question for you, Robin.
Robin, can I ask you a quick question? Would that LiDAR, would that be able to be used by other divisions? So for instance, we had to talk about our graveyards earlier today.
So it's above ground. It's an above ground LiDAR unit, so we can't do below ground.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the goal
Okay.
is, but absolutely, it would be a tribal equipment, right?
Okay.
You know our contact, just get a hold of her. All right, next resolution is award contract Hessel Community Center.
Now therefore it be resolved that the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians Board of Directors hereby approves the construction contract with McGahee Construction for the Tribal Hessel Community Center, utilizing funding from the interagency agreement approved in Resolution 2024-384. Be it further resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes and approves the tribal chairman or his designee to execute any and all documents, including as may be necessary and appropriate, to carry out the terms, conditions, and intent of this resolution. Be it finally resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes the Facilities and Operations Director to allocate the necessary funding source and create any and all necessary internal budget documents related to the terms, conditions, and intent of this resolution.
Motion by Isaac,
Second.
support by Lana. Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew with Facilities Management. This is to award the construction contract to McGahee Construction to build the Hessel Community Center. It was bid out and awarded to McGahee Construction.
Okay, any question or comments from the board? Isaac?
Hey, Andrew, with any future projects, could you please work with Danny for getting the fiber into the facility? Okay, hey, Dan, get up here. Please. Sorry. Hey, so any of the future buildings that we're currently building, especially the one on 3 Mile and Hessel, we should see if we can use some resources from the broadband grant to install that fiber so we own the fiber going into the facility? Okay?
Yeah, we will place those locations on the map for future applications.
It's not for future. These buildings are going to open, so they're going to need internet and telephone services via fiber. So my recommendation would be is that wherever the will be on the curb, and from that hut, we'll own that fiber in, and then whoever we contract out, whether it's PFN or, CenturyTel or whoever, right? They can tie in at the hut, right? But it's still our fiber, and eventually, when we go by there, then we can just provide that service.
Yes, we can put those on the list, but we can't use grant funds. We'll have to
No,
use private funding.
we might have to pay for it ourselves
Might
up
be
front,
private
but
capital.
if you call PFN and ask them to do it, they're going to charge you to put that fiber in the ground, so why wouldn't we just be doing it now and then ask them to feed the service until we get our service up and operational?
So what I would encourage you to do is speak privately, and there's program guidelines regarding that fiber. So we had to get it pre-approved with the federal government where that fiber is going to go. I'm not sure we can deviate from that plan once it's already been approved and say, hey, we want some fiber in this community, in this building. Am I mistaken, Danny?
No, you are correct, but we will look into what the cost would be and if we were to fund it in another way. That's what I was stating at the
He's
beginning.
going to look into it.
Well, Danny, I'm not talking about us using that grant to put the fiber in. I'm talking about us. Whether we pay PFN or do it ourselves, we're putting the fiber in. It's got to go
Understood.
from the curb to the facility, right? If we do that, then we own that chunk of fiber. When the grant project does come into effect, we can use the fiber that we put in the ground. We wouldn't have to lease it from PFN or Spectrum or AT&T or any of them.
Yep. Oh, I
We're going to
understand.
pay for the fiber going from the curb to the facility. Whether it's we pay PFN or we own it, we got to get fiber into these facilities.
Yep. I understand.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, roll call, please.
Sean? Yes. Lana?
Yes.
Isaac?
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
Kimberly Lee?
Yes.
Bird?
Okay, motion approved, thank you. Next resolution is award contract natural resources facility.
Now therefore it be resolved that the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians Board of Directors hereby approves the construction contract with Nomad Construction for the Tribal Natural Resource Building utilizing funding from the interagency agreement approved in Resolution 2024-379. Be it further resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes and approves the tribal chairman or his designee to execute any and all documents, including as may be necessary and appropriate, to carry out the terms, conditions, and intent of this resolution. Be it finally resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes the Facilities and Operations Director and/or Sioux Tribe Natural Resource Director to allocate the necessary funding source and create any and all necessary internal budget documents related to the terms, conditions, and intent of this resolution.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll motion.
All right, motion by Kim Hampton, is there support?
Support?
Support by Lana. Andrew?
Yeah, so this is a long time coming project. We're looking to award the construction contract to Nomad. The project will enable the resource department, natural resource department, the entire thing to be centrally located. And they'll get lab space, garage space, office space, and everything went through the normal purchasing procedures, and we're looking to award the contract.
Okay, any questions or comments for Andrew? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Kimberly Lee?
Yes.
Isaac?
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
Tyler?
Yes.
Lana?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
And Kimberly Gravel?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next resolution is award IDIQ preventative maintenance total fire.
Now therefore it be resolved that the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians Board of Directors hereby desires to retain total fire protection for professional life safety inspection services pursuant to an IDIQ service agreement. Be it further resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes and approves the preventive maintenance agreement with total fire protection with renewals following the IDIQ agreement. Be it finally resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes and approves the tribal chairman or his designee to execute any and all documents, including as may be necessary and appropriate, to carry out the terms, conditions, and intent of this resolution.
Okay, motion by Isaac,
I'll support.
support by Kim Gravel. Andrew?
Yeah, this is to award a inspection and preventative maintenance agreement with Total Fire Protection. We bid out the project, and 2 companies were solicited, well, 2 put in bids, and Total Fire was the one that was chosen. And these agreements are required by a number of our grant programs, and they're budgeted into the operational budgets for all of the programs and buildings that we operate.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Rob,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Isaac,
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Michael, Sean, Lana,
Yes.
and Tyler.
Yep.
Okay, motion carries. The next resolution is award IDIQ preventative maintenance, ACC.
Now therefore it be resolved that the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians Board of Directors hereby desires to retain automated comfort controls for professional HVAC services pursuant to an IDIQ service agreement. Be it further resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes and approves the preventive maintenance agreement with automated comfort controls with renewals following the IDIQ agreement. Be it finally resolved that the Board of Directors hereby authorizes and approves the tribal chairman or his designee to execute any and all documents, including as may be necessary and appropriate, to carry out the terms, conditions, and intent of this resolution.
Okay, motion by Isaac. Support by Lana. Andrew?
Yeah, this is likewise with the life safety. A number of our grant programs require us to stay compliant with safety procedures for all of our heating and cooling systems.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. Any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Tyler,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Lana,
Yes.
Isaac,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Michael, Kimberly Hampton.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay,
Thank you,
motion
guys.
carries. Next resolution is accept Reconnect 4 grant and authorize documents. Thank you, Andrew.
Any objection to waiving the reading?
Hearing no objection, the reading will be waived. Is there a motion? Motion by Isaac,
Support?
support by Tyler. Gentlemen, could you cover this first, please?
Yes, this first resolution is to accept the Reconnect 4 grant in the amount of $3,742,293, and sign and authorize the chairman to sign all documents associated with acceptance of this grant. The language was drafted per request of the USDA, and it is the same language used in the Reconnect 3 grant. This Reconnect 4 grant project will launch concurrently with the Reconnect 3 project, which we are currently doing. This will build an extension of the network into further residential neighborhoods.
Okay, any questions or comments for Danny? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Michael. Yes. Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Isaac,
Yes.
Lana,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton.
Yes.
Carried.
Okay, motion carries. Next resolution is waiver of immunity, Reconnect 4 grant security agreement.
Any objection to waiving this reading?
Any objection, guys? Hearing no objection, the reading is waived. Is there a motion? Motion. Motion by Isaac.
I'll support.
Support by Kim Hampton. Go ahead, guys.
Josh Elliott from the legal department. This resolution is seeking a limited waiver of sovereign immunity to sign the security agreement that goes with the Reconnect 4 grant. This agreement is a boilerplate contract that the USDA uses for all the Reconnect grants, and in that has the tribe agreeing to exclusive jurisdiction in Washington, D.C., and this is the way for USDA to enforce any terms in the agreement against the tribe.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Any questions or comments on this, guys? Hearing none, roll call.
Lana,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Isaac,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
and Tyler.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. The one that we're on right now, is it waiver of immunity Reconnect 4 pledged account? Did they skip one? Okay. All right, go ahead, guys. Okay, Kim?
Any objection to waiving reading?
Okay, hearing no objection, the reading on this will be waived as well. We got a motion from Isaac. Is there support?
I'll support.
Kim Hampton? Go ahead, guys.
This resolution is seeking a limited waiver of sovereign immunity to open a pledge account with Huntington Bank. This is a requirement for the Reconnect grants. We had a similar agreement for Reconnect 3 and are looking to execute the agreement for Reconnect 4. And as part of it, Huntington is requesting the tribe to agree to jurisdiction for any disputes with the account in Ohio.
Okay, any questions or comments on this? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Aaron,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Sean. Tyler,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Michael. Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Isaac,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Lana.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next resolution is amending 2024-219 health compensation study.
Same question. Any objection to waiving the reading?
So a request has been made to waive the reading. Any objections? Hearing no objections, we'll waive the reading, and we have a motion from Isaac, and we have a support from Tyler. So James?
So this resolution would allow the Health Division to go ahead and incorporate the new compensation study that was put together by myself and the Human Resources Department.
And Bob, if you don't mind coming up for a quick second? So what I want to know is if this passes, how long will it take people to get their retro pay? So we're going to retro them all the way back from October. Are we still standing on the next paycheck from today?
I can assist with that with Bob. We did a confirmation follow-up payroll meeting this week. We are set on schedule, yes.
Very good. Isaac, then Aaron.
You stole my thunder, that's what I was going to say. I knew you read my mind.
Oh, yeah. Aaron.
So I would like to suggest that when you give these retro checks, that you explain to them that they could contribute into their flexible spending plan. For those who don't remember what that is, it's a wonderful thing and almost nobody uses it. It is a tax-free event that you can use those funds to cover your copay on different benefits that you get. And so that alone is the benefit there because it becomes less of a taxable event.
Is that the HSA?
We passed years ago to adopt a flexible spending plan, but I think this accounting does it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, anyone else?
They got to still go through HSA.
Good, Tyler.
Hey, James, I just want to thank you for your work on this. You know, I know you came in with fresh eyes, and I appreciate your due diligence. You know, I hope the staff understands that you did this for the benefit of all the staff to make sure that this goes far enough. So, you know, like the work and effort that you guys have put into this together doesn't go unnoticed. I know it's long overdue and people are growing impatient. That's justifiable too, but I appreciate you doing this the right way first, you know, especially since you have the budget to do so and taking care of our tribal health clinics, starting with the people who are working there to make sure that they are at their rate, their proper rate, and their longevity has been taken into account as well. So I appreciate all of the extra work that you guys have done on this, and I appreciate our accounting department for verifying that those checks are coming next week. So this is going to be awesome.
Isaac.
Yeah, Cheryl and James, I want to thank you for your work on this, right? It's long overdue, and I know, James, you want to make sure it was correct. And I know that it was painstaking considering everything else you got going on. I'm also looking forward to seeing all those new job postings once this is passed. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, good job, guys. Roll call.
Kimberly Gravel,
Yes.
Kimberly Hampton,
Yes.
Lana,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Kimberly Lee,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Michael, Isaac.
Yes.
Carried.
And motion carries. Very good. All right, next resolution is required information for resolutions.
Now therefore be resolved that the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians Board of Directors hereby requires that all dollar amounts be included in a resolution unless that information is deemed proprietary by the governmental CEO, the CEO of enterprises, the casino CEO, or the general counsel. Be it further resolved, if the governmental CEO, the CEO of enterprises, the casino CEO, or the general counsel deems a dollar amount in a resolution proprietary, they must reference the attached RIS in the resolution language, and the RIS must contain all the details of the resolution and why it is proprietary information.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, a motion by Tyler and support by Lana. Anyone want to speak on it?
Motion to amend to add the CEO of health to both, now therefore be it resolved and be it further resolved.
Is there support for that?
Second.
All right, support. Any discussion on the motion to amend?
Aaron?
Okay, so hearing no discussion on the amendment, we'll do a roll call on just the amendment.
No.
Aaron?
Oh. Do you have to do it on that? You don't, nobody requested it.
He motioned to amend, and then there was second.
Nobody requested a roll call vote on it, though.
We don't have to do a roll call. We can do consensus. All those in support with the amendment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion carries. Brings us back to the resolution, which is now amended. Any discussion? Aaron?
So Lana Cosley and I teamed up on this one. Mark that down in history. Maybe it's just because we're the older, well, I don't want to say older, the more senior members of the board, because we remember, I'm much older, but Isaac's older, but I think there's one more board member older than Isaac, but I'm not looking in any directions. Is over the years, we've been kind of back and forth on this, but it's really important for posterity's sake that we memorialize what we're enacting. So including the amount that we are approving in the resolution, and if it's proprietary, no, I still didn't say it right, proprietary, the way we've done it in the past is we've included in an attachment, or if it's salary related, if it's specific to one position, it's been in the attachment, and then we approve those minutes after the completion of whatever is proprietary. So that is the way we've done it in the past, but I don't fault, I know there's a lot of rumors out there or whatever about how it's been done in the last couple of years, because we've had a pretty significant changeover in the board and a new chair and a general counsel that's came back to the tribe. So I think it's just resetting the way that we've done it in the past so that we can have a record of it going forward. So 10 years from now, when maybe all of us are gone, maybe Rob will still be on the board, we can go back and find that information. Thanks.
Thanks, Aaron. Anyone else? Okay, let's vote. All those in support signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion carries. That concludes all the resolutions for tonight, so we'll move down into new business. The first item is small mesh permit request. I'd like to entertain a motion to approve and award a small mesh gill net license to Matthew Campbell. Motion by Isaac and support by Aaron. Would you like to fill everyone in on this, Lana, since I went through your office?
Sure. So the board passed a resolution on, as far as the procedures, how to issue a small mesh permit. Mr. Campbell had a small mesh permit in 2024, which was approved by the Conservation Committee as a recommendation to the board. This year, because he had one already, I verified with law enforcement that there are no major infractions that prevent it, so he is eligible should the board approve to give him this permit this year.
Okay, any discussion on this? Then we'll vote. All those in support signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion carries. That brings us to committee appointments / resignations. I would like to entertain a motion to accept the appointment of Cheryl Hammock and Curtis Babcock to the Higher Education Committee, and to accept the resignation of Amy McCoy from the Food Sovereignty Committee. Motion by Isaac, support by Aaron. Any discussion? Yep, go ahead, Kim.
Just like to based on this, to get the Food Sovereignty Committee back on one of our workshops to discuss with them. Just any updates or what they've got going on.
That is in process. I'm just waiting. Yep.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, then we'll vote. All those in support signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion carries. And then that brings us to our last item, which is honorary membership. Just one moment here. Okay, so I would like to entertain a motion to award honorary Sioux Tribe membership to Nicole and Connor Kangas. Motion by Isaac. Support by Rob. Any discussion? So I can just let everyone know, and then we can vote, hopefully. So we had a tribal member a couple months ago have their file audited by the enrollment committee. It was determined that they didn't have any native blood, and the board opted to disenroll that individual. There isn't a whole lot of flexibility per our constitution. We have honorary membership as a mechanism to let people know that even though that happens in certain situations, you're still in our culture, you're still a part of our community, and you can still continue to go to powwows, workshops, and things like that. So. With that, we'd like to vote on that. So all those in support signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
Those abstaining? Motion carries. So with that, all the items that we have on today's agenda have concluded without objection. Meeting adjourned. We covered them already. So, yep.
Hey, Aaron, I would like you to do a resolution for Informational Technology Committee. Given the situation that we just went through, I think it's imperative that we have a couple board members that sit on that committee so we can just keep everybody informed. Thank you. They might not now, Ty.
Okay, then without objection, meeting adjourned. Hearing no objection. Okay, pass it down. It is important, though, if we cover it during workshop, cover it then, so we're not covering it in two different spots, so. Well, then mention that, and I'll read it into the agenda.
I would like to know what is our tribal process for selecting realtor companies when we do land and property purchases. I had a couple members reach out to me and question this, and I just want to make sure it's a fair process and the tribe gets the best deal and we're not hiring people's friends.
Yeah, and our EDC department can provide a summary of what that process is, so. We good to adjourn, guys?
Thanks.
Meeting adjourned.